people, starting a little late, but you just gotta roll with what life brings you. We've talked about our intentions a little bit, and all of us are thinking that we need some calm and breath while working with the creative energy that is life. So that's the theme for today. And if you have any intention for those who are watching online, we would love to hear from you. So just you can post it in the chat or message me privately on Facebook. Okay, let's drop in. So we'll start in a seated pose today. So whatever pose is comfortable for you, you can sit like I'm sitting right now, or if it would feel better, you can sit in a crisscross applesauce situation that was dedicated to you. So finding a comfortable seat and just noticing the ground underneath you. And if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. Otherwise, just keep a soft gaze gently downward. Feeling your belly relax and starting to tune in to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and out. One more deep breath, expanding your belly, filling it up. And out. Taking this moment to be still and to notice any sensations in your body that are calling your attention in this moment. Notice the music as you draw in this added layer of our meditative experience today. Letting yourself have the space between breaths to settle. And from here, gently place one hand on your heart, resting your palm at your heart center. And the other hand on top of that one. Ultimate mudra, or hand posture of compassion and love. And along with calm, allow yourself to completely let go for this amount of time that you are spending here. And let go of any of the worries, any of the excitements in your outside world, because this is your time to be in your energy. And let's open with a round of Om, the primordial sound that encompasses all sounds, according to Sanskrit philosophy. Let's take a deep breath in. Om. And then gently releasing your hands, and if you'd like, you can softly blink your eyes open at any point during the practice. You can choose to close your eyes. Allowing your hands to rest on your thighs, starting to rotate your body, starting to rotate your torso, and try and keep a neutral spine here. So that might mean that you make small circles, but we want to try and lead with your heart as you lean forward. And then you actually can add in rounding out the spine as you come back if you want to add another element. So heart reaches forward as you come forward, and rounding it out as you come back in this trajectory of your circling. And your breath continuing to come back to that anchor of our practice. The deep inhale and exhale. And now gently switch directions, coming around the other way. This is a posture almost of investigation, noticing where there are any tight places, noticing where there are open places in your body, and noticing what you need in this moment. I will guide you in this class, but know that you are your wisest teacher. Your body has all of the wisdom that you need, not only for this yoga class, but really for your life. Practicing trusting yourself during this time. And then coming to the center, take a deep breath in to let that settle. Inhale. And exhale. And then gently extend your legs out into a straddle position here. And so you can make that as wide as you want to. Face here so I have a little more space. Flex your toes and then gently rotate your toes towards the back of your mat here. Tiny little bend in your knees and just kind of slightly back. Inhale here. And then exhale, maybe you start to fold forward over this straddle pose. Reaching your pelvis back and only folding forward so far as you can keep that neutral spine. Our spine's going to want to round out on us. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Letting your exhale take you deeper into your body. Good. A couple more breaths like that. Keep those feet flexed to protect your knees. One more deep breath in. Exhale. And then inhale, rise back up. We'll just do a little side stretch here, allowing that right hand to travel along the inner edge of your right leg, planting that palm down. And then reach your left arm up and over, perhaps allowing that right ear to travel down towards your shoulder. Just getting a nice side stretch. And this side stretch could look like this as well. You don't have to go all the way down, especially because it's the beginning of practice. And you can play with opening up that left shoulder more by leaning it back and then stretching more to the right with that left arm. And we're going to do both sides, don't worry. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. On your next inhale, reach through your left fingers and allow that energy moving through your body to bring you back up to sit. This time, both arms up, feeling the energy move through your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, second side, allowing that left hand to travel down to as far as it feels good for your body. And then leaning over to the left, perhaps dropping that left ear down to get an added neck stretch. And some adjustments you can do here, if you'd like to play with it, is to roll that right shoulder open and then reach more through that right arm, stretching out your side body. In some philosophies, it is said that we hold lots of emotions in our rib cage, lots of emotions in our side body. So inhale deeply through your nose. And exhale through your mouth, letting go of anything that is not necessary anymore. On your next inhale, reaching all the way back up. Both arms up. Exhale, hands come down. And then gently just start to walk your legs back together. Bring your hands behind you and just rotate toes in and out here, releasing that. Good. And then from here, come to the center, feet flexed. Bring your soles of your feet to the earth, and then windshield wiper knees from side to side here. Massaging out your glutes, your hips, bringing yourself into this twisting position. Opening up your body more with each breath. Nice. Finding this deep internal space. And then come to the center. You can walk your hands a little bit closer to your sit bones, knees face up. Let's get into that core, that center of courage and confidence. So you can start like this, bringing your hands behind your thighs, and then reaching your legs up like this. Good place to start. You can also tap your toes to the earth if you're not feeling that. Keep them up so they're parallel. And then reach your heart forward more. If you would like, keep squeezing those knees together, about hip width distance, or they can come all the way together. Keep reaching that heart forward. Maybe you reach your arms forward as well. If you would like more of a challenge, you can stretch your legs out like this. I'm not going to stay there today because I'm tired and core is hard for me. But if you would like more of a challenge today, go for it. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Okay, inhale here. Exhale, maybe you lower into low boat, hovering here. Inhale, back up. Just 2 more of these. Just 2 more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. I'm shaking a little bit here. That's good. My body is working. Inhale, up. All right, plant those feet. Hands behind you, and let's come back into these windshield wiper movements. Releasing that work. It's really helpful to activate the Manipura chakra, that root center. Not only does it help on kind of a philosophical level with courage and confidence, but it helps us in our other postures to have a strong core engaged on an anatomical level. Okay, coming back to the center, and now you're just going to cross your legs and meet me in either puppy pose or downward facing dog. Whatever is going to work for you. I'll show puppy pose first on screen. But the purpose is to really stretch out that spine. Puppy pose is especially good if you have any wrist injuries, but this would be what puppy pose looks like. So this is always an option when I suggest down dog in practice. Alright, but as you feel ready, you can meet me back in down dog, or maybe puppy pose is your landing pad. I'm going to show down dog right now though. Bend your knees quite a bit here. Both knees bent. And then start to straighten them. Flexing your toes, they come off the earth a little bit. And then once again, bend your knees, and this time maybe you almost touch them to the earth. That's how much you bend them. And then exhale, come back. I know this is not easy. If you're in puppy pose, you can rotate your hips from side to side, stretching out the sides of your glutes. Good, let's do one more bend in those knees if you're in down dog. And then straighten back into full downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And a full breath out. Nice. On your next inhale, roll forward into a high plank. You can also do this on your knees. Good. Exhale back, down dog or puppy pose. Inhale forward, high plank or plank on the knees. And exhale back, down dog or puppy pose. Let's do 2 more of those, just warming up the body, building heat. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Last one, inhale forward. This time, gaze forward, open up your heart, beautiful. Exhale back. All right, from here, we're gonna move through a vinyasa. So this is setting the stage for options in the future in our class. On your next inhale, roll forward into that high plank. And you can choose, actually let's all drop our knees for this first one. Then hugging your elbows in, trying to keep a level, neutral spine, lower all the way down. Nice. Bring the tops of your feet to the earth. Come into a baby cobra, just lifting up a little bit. Roll your shoulders away, tuck your chin slightly, and reach to the crown of your head. Beautiful. Exhale, fold. Nice alignment, y'all. Inhale, coming up. Rolling shoulders away. And exhale, fold. This time, option to come into jellyfish hands, coming to your fingertips here. Good. Inhale, rolling up, opening your heart, opening your shoulders, expand and let your heart clear away what it doesn't need. Exhale, fold forward. Nice. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tucking those toes under. You can press yourself up and back. Downward facing dog or puppy pose here. Coming back and leaning into this posture. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Let's stretch into the hips just a little bit more here. So you're going to root through your left foot and then reach your right foot up to the sky. Holding here and breathing. You can do this on your knee as well if you want to. Okay, rotate that hip open and bend your right knee, kicking open to the side. You're doing this on your knee or in downward facing dog. Take a deep
breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale, leveling out your hips, reaching that right leg up. Stay with me. Exhale, hugging your knee in towards your nose as you roll forward, rounding out your spine. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, knee to nose, and I'm going to show on the knee option here if you're doing that. Good. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze in, and then gently step that right foot forward. Nice work. Drop that back knee down for a moment. Coming into your low lunge, rolling shoulders away. And you can sneak that foot forward just a little bit more here. Good, now sink into that front knee. There you go. Roll shoulders away and feel your spine expand. Reaching your arms all the way up to the sky, spreading your fingers wide. Feel your expansion. And notice your intention for the practice. Get this hair out of my way. Notice your intention for this practice and noticing what your body needs right now. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Bring your fingertips to the earth and tuck those back toes under, especially focusing on the ball of that foot. And then lifting that back knee, root through your left hand and reach your right arm open, coming into an open arm twist here. Pull that right hip back so you had it up. We'll set the other side. So you're gonna, yeah, there you go. Yes. So pull that right hip back and see if you can get more of a stretch. Yeah. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, right hand comes down. Okay, from here, we're gonna step it forward into a forward fold at the top of your mat. Bend your knees as much as you need to right here for your body to be comfortable in this posture. And you're just gonna let yourself dangle. So allow your head to release. Hands can grab opposite elbows, just rocking from side to side. Breathing in and out, perhaps feeling your belly expand and contract against your thighs. You may need to bend your knees more to make that happen. Deep breath in. And a full breath out. Alright, releasing those elbows on your inhale. Come up halfway, roll your shoulders away. Exhale, fold forward. Root through your feet, bend your knees a little bit as you rise all the way up to stand. Expand your arms out, reach to the sky, beautiful. Exhale, hands into your heart. Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Taking a moment. It's really important to take these moments of calm between postures to allow the benefits of our practice to really integrate. I think more and more in our society we can become uncomfortable in moments of calm. But allow yourself to have this, even if it feels uncomfortable. It is beneficial to let yourself sit with it. If your eyes are closed, you can softly blink them open and release this mudra with your hands. Prayer position. On your inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Spread your fingers wide. Exhale, another side body stretch. Let your right hand come down and lean to the left. Again, maybe dropping right here, kind of like how we did when we were seated. No, you had it. You are good. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Both arms reach. Exhale, second side. Letting that left arm drop down. Releasing that left ear. Leaning those hips over to the opposite side that you are reaching. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, letter W with your arms. You squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, little bend in your knees. Fold forward, lead with your heart here. Yeah, awesome. Inhale, come up halfway, extend and reach forward through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees enough so your fingertips can touch the earth, and then stepping back into either downward dog or puppy pose. Option to hold here, rest in child's pose, or move through a vinyasa of your choosing. If you would like to come through that vinyasa, which just means movement connected with toes of your feet to the earth, come into a cobra pose. You can come a little higher if your low back will allow it right now. Exhale, fold forward. Tucking toes under. Inhale, press yourself up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And a full breath out. Let's do that second side. So reminding you, you can do this on the right knee if you are in puppy pose. So no matter where you are, reach your left leg up to the sky. Hold here for a deep breath. And now you can rotate that left hip open, kicking your left foot over to the right. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, reach that left leg up. I'm going to do the rest on my knee to show y'all. Exhale, knee to nose. So you're either on your right knee or you're in high plank here. Good. Inhale back. I'll show that other way if you need to look up here. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze it in. Contract your belly. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. This time squeeze it in so much. Rise to the ball of that right foot. Gently step your left foot forward. And then as you feel ready, lower down to a low lunge, finding your alignment here. Hip width distance apart so it can help, and we're holding here for just a moment to recalibrate. It can help to think about train tracks with your feet. So you want a little bit of space in between that back knee and front foot. Nice adjustment here. Good. Rooting down and then rise up, reaching arms up to the sky. And allow yourself to expand here. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Sink in. Inhale. And exhale. This is a balancing pose. We have one more breath here. Almost there. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down. And now press through the ball of that back foot, lifting back knee up. You're going to root through your right hand and then expand open to this left bent knee. So you're twisting towards your bent knee. You got it. You did it like very evenly because you did the same thing, both sides. Beautiful. Pulling that left hip back. Finding that stretch on your glute. Just a subtle adjustment, but sometimes makes a big difference. Good. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Release your left hand down. Gazing forward here. Just take a moment feeling strong in this medium lunge, bending into that front knee, engaging back leg. Inhale. Exhale. You can take a couple steps or one step to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to have a comfortable forward fold here. Option to interlace your hands at your low back. And you can maybe allow those hands to come forward to give yourself a nice shoulder stretch here. Deep breath in. And a full breath out. Just feeling into this forward fold. I say this a lot in my classes. Repetition really helps us integrate things though. Forward folds are anti-anxiety postures. If you have a lot going on, it can help calm the mind, soothe the soul a little bit. One more breath. And then exhale. If you have your hands interlaced, let them go at your low back and then allow them to just travel down to the earth. And on your next inhale, coming up halfway, extending through the crown of your head, reaching your pelvis back, finding that long line of energy. Exhale, fold forward. And then inhale, draw yourself all the way up to stand. Arms reach up. Exhale, once again, hands meet in your heart center. Deep breath. Full breath out. Letting all that settle. And gently releasing your hands, and if your eyes are closed, you can blink them open. Okay, so we prepared for this Kundalini Kriya practice I'm going to show you. We prepared a little bit. Words getting stuck in the mouth. We are human. Okay, so you're going to take a wide-legged stance, and toes are going to face forward. Heels out. And
The practice is eventually going to look like this. You're going to keep a tiny bend in those knees to protect the hamstrings. Your arms are going to reach out like this. The inhale is this. And then exhale, you're going to reach. So right arm comes up, left hand reaches towards right toes. Exhale here. And then inhale up. And then exhale second side. Inhale up. Okay, release for a moment. So what I want you to focus on is we're going to move a little faster. So I want you to keep the bend in the knees to prevent injury. And you don't have to move as fast as me. You can move at your own pace here. Eyes can be closed and gaze can be focused at the third eye once you get the rhythm of it. All right, let's do it. Kundalini is a little bit faster, more breath oriented. This one you can get lightheaded. If you feel lightheaded, stop for a moment and then find ground if you need to, so you can come to sit on the ground. Otherwise, only if you're very lightheaded. All right, we're gonna give this a try for a couple of minutes actually. So a little moving meditation here. It's pretty powerful. Okay, and I'll start out. You can look up here if you need to. Inhale here. Okay, so finding this meditation, finding this movement, and you can move slower or even faster if you wish to, following your breath. And this is really about a movement of energy, of listening to your body, of shifting some things around. So staying with it, there may be a little bit of resistance or a lot. Notice if it feels good to move through that or to rest. I support both things. You know what is best for you. Keep going. Feel this movement, feel this opening. Finding your rhythm. Kundalini postures are about rhythm as well. So whether it's slower or faster, and if you need to pause, do so. We're here for about 20 more seconds, y'all. You're almost there. Home stretch. Keep going. Good. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your inhale, come up, reach your arms out to the side, hold, breath in. Exhale, let it go. Keep your arms up though. Inhale, reach arms all the way up, hold, breath in. Feeling a line of energy coming from the base of your spine all the way up through your vertebrae, out through the crown of your head. Exhale, release hands, release breath. Slowly, slowly, slowly. In your own time, let's gently, you can kind of like heel toe your feet together. And we're just going to stand for a moment to let our energy body connect with our physical here. Catch up a little bit, reintegrate. And notice how
is right for you in this moment. I'll lead the vinyasa just so you know what I'm talking about. Rolling forward into a high plank, choosing to lower knees or not, lowering all the way down to your belly. Coming in, tops of your feet to the earth and coming into a cobra pose. Exhale, fold. And tucking toes under, pressing yourself up and back, downward facing dog. And for those in child's pose, you can choose to stay there always if that is what your body needs. But if you would like, you can meet us in down dog in this moment. Whatever feels right for you. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Connecting again and again with your breath. That is the anchor, the compass of our yoga practice. It tells us what we need. Root through your left foot, or if you're on your knees, you can root through your left knee and reach your right foot up to the sky. Turning that right hip open, coming into that three-legged dog. I like the phrase hip yawn for this one. Like a yawning of the hip. Good. Inhale, reach it back up to the sky, level out your hips. And now this time we'll just gently step it forward. You can take a couple steps using your right hand to help you out. Okay, from here, we're going to do kind of like a threading of the needle through a lunge. I like this one, it's kind of funky. So you're going to walk your left hand a little bit off the mat here, so you're giving yourself a little more space. You're sinking into that back knee, and on your inhale, you reach your right arm up and open. And then exhale, you're going to reach your right arm to thread underneath your left. Yeah. And then inhale, reach it back up again. Exhale again, stretch it and reach through those fingers. This gets into like a very interesting part of the hip. Inhale, reach up. Last one. Exhale, reach, 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 reach. Good. Inhale, shifting that arm back up. And then exhale, right hand comes down to the outer edge of your right foot, and you can walk that left hand in once again. And now you're going to spin that back foot flat and set up for warrior two. So you're aligning your feet so the heel of your front foot is in line with the middle of the arch of the back foot. Okay, if you're curious or not sure, just look up here. Allow your body to match. Finding stability here. When you feel ready, windmill your arms up to meet me in warrior two. Reaching your arms out to the sides, bending into that front knee. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Good. On your inhale, draw your arms together as you almost straighten that front leg. Exhale, bend in and reach your arms back. Two more. Inhale. Flowing with your breath, flowing with this opening. Exhale, bend in. Nice. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. And now, keep your arms up and straighten out that right leg. You can choose to shorten your stance. We're moving towards Trikonasana or triangle pose. I always like to step my left foot in a little bit, but it depends on your body and how you feel today. And then go ahead and reach, reach, reach through those front fingertips. Drop that right hand down onto your shin or your thigh. And then open up. We've been doing a lot of side body stretching and stretching through those hamstrings, so feel that space that you have created. On your inhale, lean back just a little bit. Exhale, same sort of motion. You're going to thread your arm underneath your right leg. So left arm underneath right leg. Inhale, reach up and open, leaning back. Exhale, threading under, reaching through. Last one. Inhale, reach up and open. Exhale, threading through. Meet me in triangle. We're going to add one more variation here to help release the neck and shoulders. So, if it feels comfortable for your body, you're going to allow yourself to come into a half bind. So that left arm is going to come behind your back, and it can stay just on your low back if you want. If it's accessible, you can grab a hold of that right hip here. Yeah. Otherwise, just grab a hold of your shirt or whatever you can reach. And now drop that right ear down. Feel a really maybe nice maybe interesting, maybe a sensational stretch on your left neck. And if you don't feel something and you're in this room, please call me over. Good. Deep breaths right here. Just holding this posture, choosing where you put your hand, what feels good. We'll take one more deep breath right here. Okay, starting to release your half bind by bringing the hand, just like dragging it along your low back and allowing yourself to come back into Trikonasana, triangle pose. We've been here for a while. Reach up. And then let that reach pull your torso all the way back up to stand. Arms reach out. And now, in one motion, you're going to bend into that right knee and just see if you can take one or maybe a couple steps to the top of your mat, coming into mountain pose, Tadasana. Restabilize, reintegrate. That was a long time in triangle pose. We're really stretching out those handbouts. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Maybe you choose to put one hand on your heart and the other hand on top of that one. Sealing in that intention of calm. Sealing in that intention of creative energy and maybe leveling up the things in your life as we discussed a little bit earlier. And knowing that we can hold calm and fire at the same time. In fact, they need each other. They're essential to each other. So let yourself feel peace in the middle of the fire of our practice. On your next exhale, releasing your hands, lifting your eyes open. Inhale, arms reach up. Last time through this little side bend standing, lean to the right, reach left arm over. Right away, inhale, both arms up, stretch to the sky. Exhale, lean to the left. Make it a dance if that fits for you. Inhale, reaching up, adding on. Exhale, letter W with those arms. If it feels right, continue to straighten your arms behind you, coming into a slight back bend. It's really upper back bend here, though. If your low back hurts, I want you to come out of it. Deep breath in. Full breath out. And then inhale, arms reach back up. Exhale, fold forward, little bend in your knees. Inhale, come up halfway. Extend through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees enough so those fingertips can touch the earth, and then step it back. Downward facing dog, puppy pose, or child's pose. Choosing which posture works for you. Option to move through a vinyasa right here to keep it moving if you need it, otherwise rest. I'll do the version on the knees, so starting from puppy pose if you need to look up here. On your inhale, roll forward into your variation of plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Maybe on your knees, maybe not. Feet to the earth. Inhale, come into cobra. If you want a little more of a challenge, maybe you lift your hands this time to strengthen your back. Yeah, wiggle those fingers a little. Exhale, fold forward. Tucking toes under, press back. Puppy pose or down dog. And if you are resting in child's pose, allow yourself to stay. Or join us. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Committing to the second side, and then without thinking about it, just coming with me, moving in your body. Root through your right foot or knee and reach your left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, hip yawn, allowing that left hip to open up, but now press down through your left shoulder so you have a stable shoulder girdle. It's very hard to say, and I was predicting it would be a tough one. One more deep breath. Exhale. On your inhale, reach that left leg up. You can also be doing this on your knees. Exhale, hug your left knee in towards your nose. Squeeze it in, press through your palms, expand shoulder blades. Gently step that foot wherever it naturally lands. Coming into your variation of a lunge. Lifting that back knee up.
Now walk your right fingers off of your mat a little bit so you have more space. And then on your inhale, you're going to lift that left arm up, twisting, leaning back. Exhale, thread that arm underneath your right. Keep bending into your left knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread your left arm under your right. Feel that interesting hip stretch. Last one. Inhale, reach up and open. Exhale, thread it under. Good. Inhale, lift up. And then left arm comes down. And then bring your right arm in a little bit. Spinning that right foot down. Lining up your feet. Heel to arch alignment. So front heel to back arch alignment. That's what we're going for. Find your stabilization. Feel your ground. And then nice apple. Awesome adjustment. Beautiful. And then windmilling your hands up. Meeting me in warrior two. And you can adjust the lighting here if you need it. Okay, you're good. Alright. Warrior two. Really feel. Bending into that front knee. Feeling your stability. Beautiful. And on your inhale, both arms come up as you almost straighten your front knee. Exhale, bend it in. Inhale, flowing with your breath. Just a couple more here. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And Rada, if you want to do two more of those, you can hold triangle for a little less. I think that's the best from your yoga teacher perspective. Yeah, let's do it. One more. And exhale. Alright, keep those arms up, but almost straighten that left leg. And now decide if you would like to step that right foot in a little bit. And you don't have to keep your arms up. You need to shake mine. Yeah, that just felt really good when I let mine down, so I support you. Okay, from here, reach through your left fingers. Reach, reach, reach. And then allow that hand to release where it naturally does, either above or below the knee. Reach your right arm up, coming into triangle pose. Really feeling the space as you reach through your fingers. Inhale, maybe you lean back a little bit. Exhale, again with the threading of the arm underneath the left leg this time. I like to think of this kind of like flossing out those hip and hamstring muscles. Inhale, open. And exhale, reach through those right fingers. Last one like that. Inhale, open. And exhale, reach. Inhale, open up. And this time we're going to come into that half bind. So allow your right hand to just travel down your low back. And you can just grab a hold of your pants of your shirt. Or if it is accessible to your body, you can grab a hold of that left thigh and have a little bind going on here. And then dropping your left ear as the last little cherry on top for this posture. It's a really nice way to let go of neck tension. Wherever you are, just rooted into the stretch. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. One more breath, just letting your mind meld with your breath and the music and the stretch. Alright, releasing the bind by slowly letting the top of your hand just drag along your low back and then reaching up into triangle. Reach more out through those fingers and let it raise you all the way back up. And then from here, once again, we'll meet at the top of the mat, maybe taking a couple steps or just one. Hands rest one on top of the other at your heart center. I love this mudra. I do it all the time in my classes. If you know me, you already know this. But it's just such a gentle touch, and I think so much we need gentleness, and we seek outside of ourselves for that. And oftentimes we do need regulation from others and help from others, but we also can additionally give ourselves this love. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Deep breath in. Full breath out. And then then for a moment, seeing if you can forget my commentary on this posture and just notice how it feels physically in your body to have your hands resting in this way. One more breath here. And then exhale, release this mudra. Alright, and we're at the slow down part of our practice. So let's make our way into a Malasana squat. So I'm going to offer that you bring your heels in and toes out, outer edges of your mat at first. You can just start to sink your hips down using your hands to help you out. Everyone's body is different in this posture. It's easier for some, harder for others. No judgment either way. You can also place like a block or a pillow underneath your sit bones if that's helpful. I, as I'm doing right now, like to wiggle into this one a little bit, especially if I've been dancing a lot or something like that. And then once you find your ground, come into Malasana, yogic squat, bringing your hands into your heart. And now, rolling shoulders away a little more, reaching up through the crown of your head. Your gaze can be down and grounded, because this is a very grounded posture, but still keeping that neutral spine and the openness in your heart. Grounded with an open heart. There it is. Fire and calm. Deep breath in. Full breath out. One more breath here. Exhale. Maybe you even, I've been playing with this vision lately because I've been trying to connect with the land in Texas a little bit more. And maybe you even imagine like a giant expansive oak tree right here and the roots coming out of the soles of your feet. Visualizations work for some and not all, so I offer that to you. You get to decide. So take a moment, because maybe it helps to imagine like a giant rooted oak tree as you hold this rooted posture. Softly blink those eyes open. You can release the prayer position, and then you might bring your hand behind you. Just come to a seat. Again, straddle pose. One more time. Sometimes I like to bring in the postures that we started with so we can be like, oh, yoga works, because you see how your body opens and you're like, oh wow, this feels different, and I literally did this like whatever amount of time ago that was recent. But I am going to offer something that we've tried in a different pose on this side. So I'm going to come into that side bend, but bring your left arm behind you and maybe grab a hold of your shirt, or maybe you can reach that right thigh again, maybe not. You can just let your hand rest. Then you're going to walk your right fingers over to the right, and then in the same way, drop that ear so you find a neck release here. And let this be a little bit softer. The alignment does not have to be completely in line. I mean, keep yourself safe here. You guys look good. You look like you're in alignment. You look like you're enjoying your posture. That's what I look for. I'll take a couple more breaths. Feel how your body has opened. Just feel the shifts and changes, even if more posture, finding what feels good on this side. Relaxing into your side body, releasing neck tension. We hold so much tension and stress in our shoulders and neck. So many people do. So many people I work with, just like people I know, everyone. I don't know one person who's not like, yeah, my shoulders get tight when I'm stressed. So embrace this opportunity to release any current or past stress that you haven't had a chance to let go of yet. Breathing in and breathing out. Yeah, if you need to let go of a sigh, I welcome that. Let's take another breath. Exhale. On your next inhale, I'm going to remind you before you come up, let your head be heavy this whole way. So first, you're raising your torso, coming up, and then release the right arm. Then bring your left hand to the side of your head and let that hand press your head back up. Moving slow and being very loving towards our precious necks and heads. Okay. And now you can just help your legs back to a neutral space, and let's come into Sukhasana, seated position, aka crisscross applesauce, if you wish. Just sit grounded here, embracing the calm. I just realized that my outfit is kind of like fire and water. It's like fire and calm, like and we need both. Feeling that balance here. Inhale deeply. Exhale. One more deep breath. And just feel a sense of appreciation for yourself, for tuning in, for showing up for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. Take a moment to notice the music. Slowly blinking your eyes open, but keep that soft gaze. And we're going to make our way into our final posture. Our deep posture relaxation. So go ahead and lie down onto your backs, allowing yourself to take up some space here, sprawling out. And I'm going to stay in a meditative seat with my eyes closed so that you can hear me. I'll hold some space for you as you deeply rest and let go. Allow the music to wash over you and allow yourself to deeply absorb the benefits of our yoga practice today. Shavasana. you arrive, bringing hands stacked one on top of the other at your heart center. Again, experiencing what this feels like and sealing in the benefits of our practice today. Allowing the nourishment to just seep into every cell of your body. And then open your palms and extend your fingers outward. And think about one person or people in your life that might be struggling right now. Bring their image or images to mind and send them love, relief, comfort, and all of the benefits of our practice today. And then drawing your hands into Anjali Mudra prayer position, bringing it all together. Let's close our practice with the primordial sound of Om. Deep breath in. Softly blinking your eyes open. The light in me deeply honors the light within you. Namaste.